Hello to everyone. Okay, so today I was shopping, and every day I shop and I try to find something for $10. So I had one of these half price coupons at Goodwill, and I was busy today. I was cooking and I thought, wow, I don't think I'm going to be able to go shopping today. But I had about 45 minutes, so I said, well, I'll run down there, and I had one of these. Okay, this is a multicolor Speedy white. So, okay, what this video is how to clean a white Speedy. Okay, so what I do, and I've mentioned this before, I'm going to get this thing ready to sell, and these are expensive. I will determine whether it's real or not later. And so what I do, and I've mentioned this many times, is I don't want to wet this person in any way, shape, and form. Another thing, a real Speedy will have a short handle. So what I want to do is I want to take my magnifying glass, and I see an area here, and I want to inspect it and see if it's possible to clean that. I think I might just be able to knock the dirt off. Yep, there's come. See, now this is the thing about your better purses. Most of the time, 99% of the time, you can just dust them. You don't need to put anything on them. That's the joy of a good purse. So the only place I really had an issue was here, and you can see I was able to knock that off. Okay, now for the straps. A lot of times the straps will discolor, and that is caused from the oil in your hands. So it would be really bad to lather your hands up with lotion and carry your Louis Vuitton purse. It'd be a bad thing to do. Okay, so now I can see already that I don't have to wet this thing at all. And inside, it's in very good shape. Okay, now, one thing that's good is this. But one thing that's bad is somebody tore it off. Sometimes very mean boyfriends do very bad things. It would go right here. A lot of times on a knockoff, you'll see this, Louis Vuitton made in France, but you won't have this. So the fact that this is even in the purse is a good situation. And the purse is very clean. And I checked it before I bought it to make sure the zipper worked, to make sure it snaps shut, and it does, to make sure it opens, and it does. Okay, so now, let's say I determine that this purse is real. I'm not touching it, except for, for a little more dusting. This is a good situation. See how these... And okay, so now, if I was going to sell this, I would not clean it, except, to polish up the brass. I would never wet it, never. I would leave that to the person that bought it. If they want to lather it up, that's on them. Okay, but let's say I couldn't just knock the dust off. Usually though, and I've said it many times, women who own these purses are very careful with their purses. Also, I see some plastic here, so it's possible that this is a brand new purse. And but let's say if it was heavily soiled. Well, look, here's a little spot here. I could take these unscented wipes. I don't like to do this, but I don't want to leave that on there. I want to encourage you guys to try to earn a little extra money. aside from the fact that this is very fun when you start finding stuff. Okay, so now I'm not going over the entire bottom of the purse. I'm just going right here, and look at that. When it's a good purse, you can wipe it right off. I am not in this is just a demonstration. Here's a couple spots over here. When it's a good purse, you can just wipe it off. Okay, now what I don't want to do is I don't want to go with any chemical all over this purse. I just want to, you know, neaten it up a bit. And let's say I decide that this is real, and I decide I'm going to list it. What I will do is I will go over this thing totally, and I'm checking for anything I can find, you know. And then, you know, when I would list this, I will sell it used. Even on the brass, you know, you should be able to polish this brass pretty much without getting it wet at all. Okay, so now, let's say the purse was like, probably if it was dirty, I probably wouldn't buy it myself. But let's say if you have one, you can put a little baby shampoo in a tiny bit of water, and you can take a little brush. This is for any luxury item, and you know, you can just scrub it off. I wouldn't do that on a white purse. Did you see me clean my patent leather purse a bit with a little petroleum jelly? That was only because there was a sticker on it. So I was lucky when I found this. And the tassel is missing. The tassel is missing. There's supposed to be a tassel. But if I list this purse, I will, you know, I will disclose everything. I will disclose this. If this wasn't on here, that would be a bad sign too. Real bad. Look how pretty. So, okay, and I'm thinking this purse was new, maybe somehow damaged. So, and on the zipper, I won't touch that with anything but a micro look. So right here is a tiny spot right here, but I don't want to get anywhere near. See how you can just wipe that right off? So, okay, that's how I clean my white Speedy. So God bless you all.